helping us remember our loved ones, helping us find comfort, helping mend our hearts.
Here's me, my brother, and my dad when I was born.
That's the idea behind Teddy Bear Hollow, started back in 2001 for children and their families who need a safe and loving place to help them heal and find hope in a time of grief. Helping families all across the community who've experienced losses few can imagine, but somehow connected and found comfort at Teddy Bear Hollow. These are their stories.
January 16, 2013. He was my everything, and I was his everything, and those girls was his everything.
Omaha police officer Tori Gully was loved by his fellow officers, by his church, by his neighbors. But no one loved him more than his family, especially wife Mia and 2 young daughters.
Well, he was a great dad. He took us places.
He's very strong and encouraging, and I like when he tells me things because I can always remember them. Like when I run track, to always do my best and try hard, and to make him proud of anything I do, also in school too.
At 42, he was active, fit, and healthy. So when a massive heart attack killed him during a workout, the shock and grief were almost more than they could bear.
It was very tough. I just cried, and I tried to wake him up, but he wouldn't wake up. And I'm looking at him like, please wake up, and he wouldn't wake up.
Mia was inconsolable. She lost the love of her life.
They told me I had to go home and tell the children. And I didn't want to, but I had to let him go, so I did.
It was very sad because I didn't really expect that to happen. It's just all of a sudden. I was kind of angry and sad because I didn't if I knew he would go, I would have changed some things, and I would have had a chance to say goodbye.
I felt sad and angry at the same time because he was an Omaha police officer, so I didn't know what happened.
Drowning in her own grief,
This one's my favorite picture here.
she was confused when her daughter's reactions weren't the same.
I thought something was, wrong because they never talked about him. It's just after the funeral was, I'm never going to see him again. But I was grieving so hard that I didn't understand why they weren't. I thought they were supposed to grieve like me.
We used to go skating.
Going to Teddy Bear Hollow made me realize that, children are resilient. They grieve differently, and maybe they're being here strong for me because I'm grieving so hard right now, and then maybe they'll need me later.
If you go there, you can let out your feelings, and you'll get, the more you go, the more you'll get comfortable. And the people, when you tell them your feelings, they won't laugh or anything.
And go.
When I first got there, I was really shy, and I didn't really want to express it, tell other people. But now that I've been going more, I get more comfortable.
Teddy Bear Hollow is an amazing place. They're very supportive. It's like a family, Once you go there, they know your situation. They're always there standing behind you 100%.
Lots of zoo pictures.
For Lanessa and her children, death also came suddenly.
My name is Kari Dawson, and my dad died May 5th, 2013.
Kari was just 6 years old.
This is me and my dad on the same birthday. I was 5 and he was 27, and we have the same birthdays, May 25th.
Adam was a professional caddy and loved spending time with his children, but he was hurting.
Adam's dad called after I dropped the kids off and just said that Adam had hanged himself, that he had lost hope and the bipolar disorder won.
It was after school, and she was like, I have some news for you guys, and I was like, I wonder if it's good news or bad news.
I couldn't stop crying because even though I hadn't saw him, it was on a Tuesday, and we always called him on Tuesdays.
And I didn't cry, but I had my heart broken.
They cried, but it was more questions, like why, which nobody knows, you can't answer. They wanted very detailed description of what happened. I mean, it's something that they couldn't have even dreamed of. That was the hardest part for me, was that I was an ex-wife, and how's an ex-wife supposed to I mean, I felt like I wasn't allowed to grieve. So here's 2 kids that are feeling all alone because they can't talk to their friends about it. And I was an ex-wife, so I didn't think that I was allowed to grieve. We all felt very alone before Teddy Bear Hollow.
And then there's another picture.
From the moment we got to Teddy Bear Hollow, we realized that it didn't matter how rare our story was, that we weren't alone.
Like the first day, we talk about who died and why. And my teacher, she said, it's okay if you don't want to talk, or if you want to talk, you can. And they're just really nice.
It's helping me not really move on and forget him. It's helping me move on to where I'm not super sad about it, so I still remember him.
The best thing about Teddy Bear is that there's people at all different stages. We lost Adam 2 years ago, so we've been through some of the processes that a new grieving family hasn't been through. And that's what we like, is that you can see somebody that lost their dad 2 years ago and you can see that there's hope. We were holding everything in because we were all so alone. We needed another family that could relate to us. But I don't think we would be where we are today without Teddy Bear.
It's a snow globe, and it has a picture of Mom holding me as a baby in the hospital, and it says, "You will always be my mommy, and I will always be a little girl."
She was a really caring mother. I mean, she always liked to be out with the kids. She always did activities with and for the kids.
She was really pretty, and she had curly red hair.
Well, she was sweet, and she never really got mad at us.
Even when death is not a surprise and everything has been done to prepare, the ripping away of someone who is deeply loved will leave scars.
I was expecting it, but it still came as quite a shock because, like, up until that point, I just didn't think anything could happen to her.
The Lampin family of 6 had 18 months to prepare for their loss. Mom Renee was just 40 when a chronic cough was diagnosed as lung cancer.
The entire time, if she was sick, and all she would ask is we'd get the kids to school, she'd try to sleep all day so she could get up and spend the night with the kids. She always wanted to be around for them, and just never stopped hope, never stopped being positive, never complained to anybody else. It was just always, these things happen, you make the best of them. Renee died December 1st, 2011, almost 14 months after she was diagnosed.
Kind of like shocked and just like upset about it. Like I didn't really want to believe that it was real either.
Everybody talks about, oh, they hate their mom so much, and I'm just like, well, I wish I could have mine back.
I experienced sadness when my mom died, but it was fun at Teddy Bear Hollow, and it helped.
It was important to start that planning. And I didn't know what we were going to have, but I figured, well, you know, there are certain things we can do just to keep ourselves busy, to keep ourselves engaged, and in many ways, preventative action. And that's where Teddy Bear Hollow came in.
Just to be surrounded by a support network, so to be surrounded by people who somewhat know what you're going through, it can kind of help, or like be like, hey, I went through that too, this is what I did, this is how I'm better.
Teddy Bear Hollow offers a perfect way for people to get in, meet people in a different non-therapeutic session and feel out their grief a little bit. And as well as, it's incredibly important for people to see what other people are going through, that you're not the only one.
I'm thankful for all you do.
Joy and love. That's what Teddy Bear Hollow is all about. Through many programs, their free events are helping families remember their loved ones.
Teddy Bear Hollow has given us hope, and they've made us realize that we're not alone. They've shown us that even through this tragedy, that we can still be happy and we can move forward.
And I think that's kind of some of the healing that Teddy Bear Hollow helped, is that everybody grieves differently. We grieve in our own way, we grieve in our own time frame, and you got to respect that, and you got to help encourage and move that in the right direction.
For Teddy Bear Hollow, for me, I felt like if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Teddy Bear Hollow, mending the hearts of grieving children and their families.
Thank you, Teddy Bear Hollow.